Hi and welcome to my YouTube video taken at Formby Beach. We parked at the car park in Lifeboat Road and then took off on one of the trails which lead towards the beach. You can see later from the aerial footage just how many different tracks there are that actually lead down to the beach. This side of the beach and this area up to last year was managed by Sefton Council, and the other end, Victoria Road end, was managed by the National Trust. But thankfully now all the area is managed by the National Trust. They are in charge of both car parks now. This car park at Lifeboat Road costs £4.50 to park during the day. There are no barriers, etc., so it is open 24/7, and if you come probably after 4-5 o'clock, then there will be nobody there. You just pull on for free. These are a couple of photos taken on our way down along the track. This footage, by the way, was taken by the Cross Tour, the new Cross Tour 9500 CT action camera. The boys, Baxter and Bailey, they love it down here. They love the area. I do myself, and I'm really thankful that it's just 10 minutes away from where I live and I can come down here anytime. Today's quite mild but very, very windy. So we'll see what happens with the drone later, with regards to the wind. In the footage here you can see all the sand hills. We're coming down now to one of the main tracks that leads to the beach. I haven't checked the tide table, so I don't know whether the tide will be in or not, but usually even if the tide is in, you do get a stretch of sand that you can walk along. As I was saying earlier, the other end of the sand dunes, the other end of the beach at Formby, is the other car park, which has always been National Trust managed. But that car park, there's a charge of £6.50 there. The only difference is there are toilets there if you need them. And the car park itself is actually almost on the beach itself, so it's a very short walk to get onto the beach. But that car park does have barriers, and I'm almost certain the barriers are down in the evening overnight. But you can still walk through at any time, but there are many other places where you can park and walk through down to the beach. We're on the boardwalk now, which is wheelchair friendly. It doesn't go all the way back to the car park, but the main track is wheelchair friendly, so that's a good thing for disabled people can get down to the beach. As we're getting closer to the beach, we can hear the sound of the sea. I think it's sounding as if the tide is going to be in, but we'll see when we get there. Another look round where we come from and the pine woods in the distance. Another thing with the car park at at Victoria Road at the other end, it is in the heart of the Red Squirrel Reservation. So again, that may be a reason for having the extra charge there. I say it's £6.50 there at Victoria Road. This car park is £4.50. For me, I'm a member of the National Trust mainly for one reason. It cost me £5.55 a month to be in the National Trust. If I parked at Lifeboat Road here, it's £4.50, near enough the same payment. Parking at Victoria Road, £6.50, so even if I just park there once a month, it's cheaper because being in the National Trust, you don't pay the fees. So it's cheaper to be in the National Trust than actually to park just for one day each month. Anyway, the tide is almost in, and it's quite rough. A couple of photographs taken from the bottom of the boardwalk. There's the lifeboat station to the left. Not actually a lifeboat station, but it's where they stay, where the station stay. So we're off for a little paddle. It looks like I'll be paddling myself. Beautiful. The sea's quite rough today, but the boys love it. When the tide is out, it goes way out, and they just love being able to run off the lead way down to the sea and then to do whatever they want in the sea. But they're enjoying it today, but too many people around and not a big enough area to let them off the lead. Some people out there swimming. It doesn't seem the water doesn't seem cold at all really, but I've only got my feet in it. But they're out there enjoying themselves. Higher than we expected. Let's use my fingers. Go! I should have tuned them off at the beginning because they got rather wet, but sandals off so we can go a little bit further out. video, don't get twisted. Beautiful. Beautiful scenery. Not overcrowded, although when it's very hot in summer you do get a lot of people coming down here. Oh, here's a few photographs taken. With my finger over the lens, sorry about that. These still photos are still taken with the CT 9500. That boasts a 20 megapixel camera as well as the video. And here we are, back on the boardwalk, heading towards the car park. A couple more photographs. You can see in the distance the pine woods. You have the beach, the sand hills, and then the pine woods. Well, here we are here with the drone all ready to go. This footage is being taken with a HT 9000. I have it attached to the drone controller, and you see there the first attempt was we were blown way off course by the wind. It is very strong here at the moment, but we'll give it another go. The best thing to do is to give it full throttle and up you go. Get it above the cars, the vans, the trees, etc. And that's it, off she goes. If you just waver just a little bit, then you see what happens. It gets caught by the wind and, well, it could easily crash into something. I must make sure in future that this camera that's attached to the controller is level. Right, now this is the footage from the drone itself. Off we go. As you get higher, you'll see all the different tracks which all lead down to the beach. That's the main track that you see to the right, which is wheelchair friendly, goes all the way from the car park right down to the beach along that boardwalk that we were on. You see the angle of the photograph of the video. This is due to the wind, and the drone is actually fighting the wind. The camera on this drone does not move. It's not on a gimbal, so whichever way the drone is pointing, then that's the way the camera's pointing. And the fact that it's at an angle is the fact that it's fighting the wind to hover and stay in that position. Really strong. Though we are a bit higher up, we can see the sea where we've just been. Lovely blue skies. Not hot, but it's mild. Though There we are, we've levelled up now because we've got the wind at the back of us and we're just hovering. You see part of the car park there, down there. That's the way into the car park from Lifeboat Road. Ice cream van there every day. And as we go further on, we see all the different tracks that you can take to actually go down to the beach. You can go a different way every day. Some are nice and level, as the main one with the wheel that you can take your wheelchair down. But some of them go right over sand hills, and they you need to be quite energetic. I had intended to send the drone right out to the seafront, but I'm afraid in this wind it's impossible. I need to keep it in sight. You can see now it's heading into the wind and facing right down. Just shows how strong, really strong the wind is. A couple of stills taken by the camera on the drone. You can see a much higher resolution than the video. Just a pity about the angle, but can't be helped. We will come again. Well, we'll come many times, but hopefully we'll get some footage on a still day. Everything nice and level. There we are, we can see my van in the foreground, camper van. A couple of other cars parked close by. And now a brig coming down, hopefully for an uneventful landing. Another loop round as we're coming down. On reflection, I would probably have been better landing on the open tarmac, but I opted to take the narrow passage that you will see in a moment. But it helps in getting used to the controls. I've only had the drone a week or so I'm still getting used to the controls, so some flying like this all helps. If we bring it in safely, job well done. See, even down now at this height is still being buffeted about. Some very delicate handling of the controls needed. And there we are, getting close now, and bounce, and down we are. There we are, safely landed. We've just got some footage now of the landing from the controller's point of view, watching it coming down. Very difficult to see with the drone being white, but yeah, I can just about see it myself there. But it's coming down towards the clouds and just off centre to the right. So once it goes in front of that cloud, then it's almost impossible to see. I see it dropping down now. It had gone up again, which I didn't notice. It's just coming down to the front of the bushes now, that are right in front of us and coming towards us. Just dodging the waste bin and just dodging the van. And really being buffeted about now by the wind. Almost landed, but just a little bit too fast, but there we go. Nice safe landing. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like, please give us a thumbs up and join my channel. Lots more videos to come in the future. Thank you very much for watching.